Now let's see what's next here. Persistence.
What you cooking?
Same thing I've been cooking the past 15 years with the hope of poisoning you.
Ain't working so well.
Not yet.
Be honest though, tastes bad enough to kill a man.
I never was much of a cook, but I did try to be a good wife.
And you have been.
Given what we was and what we came from, I think we've gone and done okay. I look at Jack, I look at him, and I think we've been blessed. Maybe he can be something more.
He's a good kid. He can be whatever he wants to be. He ain't gonna be no frontier gunslinger killing and running no gang, though. That way's over. Railroads and government and motor cars and everything gone and done away with all that.
And he ain't gonna marry no orphaned working girl running with a bunch of hucksters, neither.
If he meets one like you, I hope he'll marry her.
Stop. For an illiterate gunslinger, you sure know how to make a girl blush. God damn crows! John! You have got to go deal with them. They've broken into the silo again and are eating all the corn out from it.
Of course, my angel.
Wait, get out of there!
All right.
Come on! Scat!
Now, what's going on outside? We gotta deal with these birds or the crows or something. But this is really awesome to be back here. What should I use? I don't know. It's a lot of birds here. Look at this. How do I scare them all? This should be already enough to scare them all. Why are they still flying over here? Do I gotta shoot all these crows? Look at this. I don't even know what to use here. I feel like I'm gonna fail this because I don't know what am I supposed to be using to really scare them off. Am I supposed to shoot every last one of these crows in the air? I got a couple of them. Look, but they're just destroying the corn. Dang, look at that! You see the corn bar? You see the corn bars being depleted. It's going down real fast. But you know what? I'm gonna just pick a different weapon. You lost too much corn. I'm gonna really kill him this time. I'm gonna try a different weapon. The revolvers don't really do too much. So I'm gonna pull out one of my better weapons to take him out. Maybe I'll be able to stop him. Let's see. Thought I could climb that, but I can't. For a better shot. Ooh, this takes him out really quick. Yeah! Get out of here. That scared them all. I got him. That worked. That did the trick. That was it too? That was the only mission. That was it. That was way too fast. I'm gonna do another mission for Abigail. That was way too fast. Scared them all really quick.
John, we got a telegram from some lady friend of yours, a Bonnie something or other. Something you ain't telling me?
Bonnie McFarlane. She's a friend.
What? It's not like he cheating. Come on.
Killed again.
Oh, and now you two's in the habit of sending each other letters. How very nice.
It weren't nothing like that. What's it say?
I don't know. I can't. Well, you know I can't read.
Give it here.
You read that thing out loud?
I ain't hiding nothing. Dear Mr. Marston, stop. Need corn sacks. Stop. Emergency. Stop. Weevils and moths ate entire county supply. Stop. Can you help? Not exactly the most romantic request now, is it?
I guess not. She saved your life, you say?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, then you're gonna have to help her and her family out. We've got
Bonnie is the reason why he's still alive. Right when Williamson shot him down earlier in the beginning of the playthrough.
Okay.
If it wasn't for her, I don't even know what could have happened to him.
What's she like?
You know. A little bit like you, I guess. She's a woman in a man's world.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Bonnie, she probably wouldn't even have a husband right now. He could have been dead a long time ago.
John! Wait! Maybe I should meet this McFarlane woman. What are you waiting for? We better hurry.
Are we on the time limit again? Come on. We gotta get to the general store
I don't think I can let you go off
at McFarlane's ranch before the time runs out. These wagons are not fast at all.
I thought you'd want to keep an eye on the boy.
Oh, while you were off cavorting with cowgirls in the next county? I don't think so, John Marston. You only just got home. That Jack's seen enough of me for a lifetime. So, is she married? This Bonnie McFarlane?
No,
What does she look like?
I don't know. Pretty normal, I suppose.
Normal? What? Normal like me?
No, normal as in 2 eyes.
Dang.
No, that kind of normal.
That ear time.
Ain't no woman fine as you.
A little flattery. Now we're finally getting somewhere.
If you find yourself in a hole, the first thing to do is stop digging.
Another pearl of wisdom from John Marston. I sure do miss those.
I never took you for the jealous type, Abigail.
I ain't jealous so much as curious.
You heard what she wrote. It's just some corn. She saved my life, and she was decent enough to me, so I owe her this much at least.
How did she save your life anyway?
She found me half dead on the side of the road and took me to the doctor. Most folks would have left me there.
Half dead from what?
Bill didn't take so kindly to me visiting unannounced.
Bill never did like surprises. How was he?
Same as he was when we left. Angry and dumb. Taking his revenge out on the world. People down there was really scared of him.
A Bill? You gotta be kidding me. He was only frightening if he was afraid of...
Well, Bill's dead and his other guy, Javier Squid, all of them. I killed them all. Yeah. Their blood is on my hands.
But it was just a lie. Oh, you saw before they did.
Maybe. But they was still kind of a family.
A family that left you for dead. You knew the truth, John, and they hated you for it.
Where did they take you?
Who?
Those government bastards. Where did they hold you and Jack?
I ain't sure. They kept their eyes covered there and back. Can't have been too far from here, though.
They treat you right?
It ain't the first time I've had a gun to my head, John. You're forgetting your marriage proposal.
Very funny.
No, they learned pretty quick what would happen if they laid a finger on me.
Sons of bitches.
It wasn't them or being there.
I made
don't
it.
care about that. I've been in
Made it in
far worse
time.
situations.
Hopefully she'll like Bonnie. She won't have any sort of tension.
Miss McFarlane, I'd like you to meet my wife, Abigail.
Oh, ain't you quite the gentleman all of a sudden? It's a pleasure to meet you, Mrs. Marston. Likewise. Thank you for saving my husband's life, and for teaching the miserable goat some manners, among other things. I didn't teach him anything. I know better than to try to change a man. You should meet my father.
Oh, people can change, Miss McFarlane. John and I have to believe that more than anybody.
This is a decent first harvest for you, John. You should be proud. That's good land you got there.
How are you feeling, Mrs. Marston? From what your husband told me, it must have been awful for you.
I've been through worse, and I knew he'd
be back before too long. He can't cook a meal to save his life.
Abigail, in my darkest hours, when I was most homesick, just the thought of one of your rat meat stews kept me pushing forward.
Well, about as amusing as a weeping saddle sore, ain't he, Miss McFarland? If you're gonna start yammering about women's work, John, I'd say you might be in the wrong company. I'd say so, too.
I never felt so outnumbered.
At least they get along just fine. So that's cool. She wasn't trying to beat her down and fight and get all jealous.
Ma'am?
I wonder how she feels. Like what's going through her head now that she sees his wife and stuff. Maybe she really had a thing for John Marston, or I don't know. No, at that moment from that cutscene, it's almost as if she was thinking to herself. So now we gotta head back all the way home.
That was her, all right.
She's pretty.
She's normal, like I said.
Well, you always wanted to be a rancher. I'd have thought she'd be just your thing. The perfect rancher's wife, if I ever saw one.
I already got a rancher's wife.
I'm only teasing. I like her, and I'm glad she saved your life. Most of the time, anyways.
The McFarlands are good people.
She did blush redder than a shepherd's sunset when she saw you, though.
I have that effect on women.
You clearly had one too many blows to the head.
You ain't wrong about that, Mrs. Marston.
That's quite a ranch they got there.
That'll be us someday. As soon as we get back on our feet.
I don't know, John. How many times can we start again? An outlaw and a working girl. We ain't exactly farmers.
We are now. Forget that life. It's over.
Do you really believe that?
We have to. It's the only way we'll ever have a future.
The life we led, that doesn't go away. It's never over. You think those government men are just gonna leave us alone now?
The old gang's dead. I did what they asked.
And that's it? A life of pride forgiven?
We're back together, ain't we?
Until they decide you owe them something else.
Don't want to fall in the water again.
Believing I could get out. Maybe Dutch, Bill, and Javier were just being honest with themselves.
You ain't perfect, John, and I sure ain't. But you're better than they are. Than they were.
Maybe we can't change. But we gotta try, for Jack's sake. Even if we have to start again 100 times. Better than going back to what we were. Let's go! How's Jack doing?
Angry, upset. He's been through a lot.
I hope he's gonna be alright.
Gonna take time. For a while, his world was safe. Normal, even. Then it got turned upside down again.
He ain't saying much about it.
I've tried to talk to him, but how do you explain any of this? What do you say when he asks about Uncle Bill and Uncle Dutch? They were family when he was a little boy.
He hides away in those books of his.
Wouldn't you? It ain't like the real world's done him many favors. He's just been kidnapped. He grew up with the gang. That's no life for a boy.
We did our best to protect him.
Come on, John. He saw things no boy should see.
Well, now we got a chance to make it right.
We did good today, John. I guess I better go fix us something to eat.
And so the thing is, he hasn't really been around his son for so long. He's been, you know, an outlaw, killing people, and, you know, been around Williamson and his crew for so long. So he has a lot to catching up to do with his family. So it's pretty cool that this is the final chapter of the game, where you have to do missions for his family members just to catch up with them and spend time with his son and all that stuff. So that's pretty cool.